What's going on, everybody? I want to tell you I love y'all. You guys, I did a video that is marked hard to make, hard to do. I don't even know how many titles I put on it, but it was something hard to make or hard to do. I put it on all 6 of my channels. I want you all to know I did not do this to get anybody to feel sorry for me. People, I've lived a life that most of you will only dream of. I've done things, I've been in places, all I can say is I wouldn't change anything at all. I was a piece of shit for probably at least 25 years of my life. I was a complete asshole. If you said something to me that I didn't like, I'd walk up and bust the fuck out of you. And if it took me to pick up a weapon, a piece of furniture, a rotary dial phone, whatever it was, if you pissed me off, I'd hurt you. I had so much anger. Anger, folks. You don't even know. People still fear me today. People on this earth still fear me today because of what they saw I was capable of and what they saw I did for the first 40 years of my life. I thought that was the best way to be. If everybody feared you, then most wouldn't fuck with you. And that's a fact, folks. That's a fact. It doesn't mean nobody will fuck with you, but most will not fuck with you if they fear you. For at least 40 years of my life, I thought the way to get through life was to make people fear you. If they feared you, they wouldn't fuck with you. I didn't care. I did not care if you was blood or just a friend or just somebody I met in town. I did not care. The things I went through as a child wasn't even half as bad as what I know other people went through. So I can only say I was probably born with anger and hate. And I don't know how I could have been. But even my mother told me, told my wife, told my kids, told everybody. Even as a child, once I learned to walk, I did not want to be held. I did not want to be hugged. I didn't want none of that. I wanted you to put me down so I could go do what I want to do. I had, since me and my wife, my second wife, I know I told you guys about my first wife. That my first wife, I was married to her 1 day shy of a year. We didn't even make it a year married. The divorce was final one day before we would have been married a year. So I didn't make it with her a year. I chased her tail all over. I chased her from. I met my first wife at my brother's wedding reception, and I chased that girl over to from Arizona over to California. She had because she didn't work or anything. She was young. I was young. She didn't work. I worked. So she was living in Arizona with her brother and his wife and kids when I met her. And then she went to California. I chased her over there. Hell, I was living out of my car or whatever. And then finally, her dad, and that's who was over there in California. Her dad lived over there. Her mom and dad were separated. Her mother lived up in Wyoming. And so I chased her over there and lived outside my car till finally he let me live on the property until I left. And then she ended up coming back. I chased her from there. We got married, and then we went to Wyoming and all that shit happened. But let me see. Let me get back. I want to get back. Stay on the subject. So many things happened to me, and I had a lot of hate. People, there's a lot of things I can't even tell you about, but I will promise you this. I never murdered anybody. I never did any crimes like that, but I did cause a lot of misery and pain to people. Some physical, some financially, and it didn't matter who they were. I have to admit my past. I have to admit I was not a good person, but I was always protected. God protected me all my life. I don't know why. I don't know why. The things I did, other people died doing. Many things. Not me. There were several times I come close, but I'm still here. I wish I could say it was something else, that I was just a badass. That way, I was tough. I was tough as nails. And I would not stop. You could put me down this time, oh, you better bet there's going to be a second time. That's the way I was. And if you put me down the second time, there was going to be a third time. My dad taught me not to cry. I only seen my dad cry twice in 90 years. I didn't know him 90, but in my 60 years, I only seen him cry a couple of times. I passed that on to my own son. And even when he went into the Marines, I told him, so no matter what they do to you in basic training, don't you let them see you cry. Then if you do, they know they broke you. They know they broke you. That's what they want. I know this. That was the stupidest thing. I mean, I should have told my son to try not to, but I made my son believe it ain't all right for a man to cry. That's wrong, folks. That's wrong. Don't believe that shit. If you haven't never been a part of the birth of a child, if you have never died, if somebody had somebody you love die, If you haven't never seen a friend laying in a casket, don't tell me that a man ain't supposed to cry. But I taught that to my own son because my dad taught that to me. And I'm trying to teach him something different today. Because that's one of the things, out of all the things I taught him when he was younger, the meanness for some reason is what stuck. As mean as he saw me. I wish I could go back and change that. I wish I could go back and show him, no, you don't have to be that mean ass that I was. And I wasn't mean to them, folks. I'm not talking about to them. I'm talking about how my family, my kids saw me treat other people. My family knew I'd protect them 100%. Yeah, I'd get mad and tear shit up every now and then, but they knew I wouldn't harm them. But they took me, even my daughter, nor my son will take any crap from anybody. Now, is that a good thing? I don't know. It worked for me for a long time, but it wasn't who I was. Now, I want to get this video, I want to thank a lot of people. I want to thank you all. And I'm going to name some people here in a few minutes. And it's the people who commented on my hard to make video, hard to do. I put it on 6 channels. I can't remember all the titles. But it was hard to do or hard to make, one of those two. And those of you that commented on this channel, I'm going to name you guys for sure. But that doesn't mean that's all of you that prayed for me. That doesn't mean I'm forgetting anybody else that I know prayed for me and my family. I just because I can't name y'all. I wish you guys would have. I know more of you than the few I'm going to name here prayed for me and my family. I wish I knew who all of you was. I'd name every one of you in my right here, right now, like I'm getting ready to do. Because I want to thank you all. But I want to thank everybody else that didn't even leave a comment. They just put prayers in it. I felt them. I felt them, folks. So I know it's more than the few that I got listed, the names that I'm going to name. And I want to, like I said, I want to thank y'all. Everything on this earth dies. Don't matter. It does not matter. Everything that's alive on this earth will die. I dealt with that a long time ago. And I want to let you guys know I did not mean for that video to be so emotional. And I know it was emotional probably for some of you, but it got emotional for me, and I didn't even expect that. This stuff I've been thinking about me not being here for a long time. I mean, that don't even bother me anymore. Now that my granddaughter's born, it does. Because I'd like to see as much of her life as I could. And I hate to know what her life's going to be like when she's 20 or 30 or 40. I hate, because of the way this earth is, it's sad. But I want to get to this and we're already 14 minutes in. Now this ain't any particular order of way the comments came in or anything, people, this is just the way it's listed as I went through the comments and wrote everybody's names down, okay? Grizzly Republic. Just let you know, Grizzly, God has been protecting me all my life. Somewhere on Jupiter, 3 notifications. Well, we know you're a fan of Watachi for sure if you're getting 3 of my 6 channels, because I did put that channel on all 6 channels. So you're 3 channels off from being fully Watachiized. Joseph Davenport. Not sure who you are. You must be one of. I'm hoping you're one of my new subs, or you're one of them that hides in the back and don't ever comment. But I still want to thank you for your prayers for me and my family. I hope I'm going to be saying this right. Well, no, I'm going to come back to that one for a reason. Telling Stewart. I got one thing to say. I love you. I thank you for all your comments. But please use words. Old man don't know what all them pictures, you leave all them emojis and stuff. I don't even understand none of that. I've looked at them and tried to make heads or tails out of them. I think I know what. I think it says something about you're praying for me, so and me and my family. So I'm going to thank you for that. Now I've got to get to this one here. I hope I'm saying it right. Claire Zajag or Zajag. I'm not sure what that last name is. But you leave many a comments on many of my channels, and I love it. I love it. I appreciate you for it. I like hearing about what you guys think and feel on the subjects. I agree with you 100% on the tattoo artist in lab coats as far as doctors go. I agree with you 100%. And I also want to let you know I am at peace. I could not be at any more peace today if I was sitting right next to God. I seriously am. God removed the people that was putting the hate and the anger in my life. And when he finally removed the last of them, I've had nothing but peace. Peace of mind, no drama, other than, your normal little crap. But nothing that was just normal in my life before this. So I want to let you know I am at peace. Now, let me see this. I know there was so many more prayers that went out. Like I said, people, I felt them. And I want to thank y'all. Tell y'all I love you. For all of it. Thank you. I also want to holler at 2 more people. Both these guys have helped me before they even really knew me. But they know me now. They know me. One of them is Faith Farah or Faith Fuego or Faith Farah Fuego. She helped me. This channel, or at least my Watachi Running Free channel, because I'm going to put this video on all 6 of my channels again. But she helped my Watachi Running Freaks, she almost doubled my subs. I had like 22 when she saw me on BG, Barricade Garage. And she said she come over and watched one of my other videos and talking about how I didn't get no views or anything. And she goes, "Well, let's see what we can do about it." And she pretty much doubled my subs overnight. I was up at I think she did get me like 23 to 25 extra subs. It moved me up around 50. Now that channel has about 106 today, which no, people, I ain't no big channel, and I don't care because I'm not being paid no money for it. I get paid nothing for anything I do. I get money from my family. Well, I guess they do pay me for what I do because I do a lot for my family. So I guess I do get paid for what I do, but I don't make nothing online. Never have. Never made a dime. I've had 7 Facebook channels at one time. I probably have 20 email accounts and 6 left. I've had 8 or 9 YouTube channels. I have 6 of them left. I never made a dime off of none of it, folks. I don't charge people for nothing. Other than words, there's really nothing I can do for you today, physically. But like I said, Faith Farrah Fuego, she has helped me several times. I tried to help her. I tried to help her when her channel got shut down, but heck, she had, I think, 250 subs, and I don't have nothing like that. So what I did help, I did what I could do for her. Now, last one to thank, Barricade Garage, BG. At one time, that channel, these people thought I was a bot. Even BG put out in one of his videos I was annoying as fuck. And I've been telling him since probably my first email to him. Man, by the time this is over with, you ain't ever gonna forget me. I don't even know why I told him that, but I don't believe he will now. I don't believe that man will ever forget me, even if I drop tomorrow. It always, Watachi'd be on his lips somewhere along the line. He'd see somebody smoking a cigarette or eating flaming hot Cheetos or something. Have nasty elbows, smelling elbows and knees or something, but it was something with CNXJ. Yeah, just CNXJ. Something will remind him of me. And the people on his channel, and not all of them, I don't know how many of them come to my channel, but I know this. I know a lot of those people that I don't know about watch my videos from his channel. And they put out a lot of prayers for me and my family. And I want to thank BG for that. Because if not for him and me annoying the fuck out of him, I wouldn't be one of his favorites. I'm his favorite sub. Hell, I hold most of his sub count on my channels. I can just cut all my channels and unsub and he goes down. Shit. You guys, God loves you. I promise you. I promise you God loves you. And I promise you I love you as well. All of you. If I didn't say your name, please don't take it as an insult. Please don't take it wrong. Just know I still love you, and I thank you for your prayers. Find Jesus, please, guys. Find Jesus. That'll put the biggest smile on my face. Till the next one.